Welcome to Ajaxra Academy YouTube channel. In this session, I am going to discuss electromagnetic waves. Electromagnetic waves, EM waves. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel. Please share your valuable comments in the comment section. Okay, let us go to the today's session. Let us see what is an EM wave. EM waves. Let us discuss. A changing electric field produces a changing magnetic field and vice versa, which give rise to a transverse wave known as electromagnetic wave. Combination of electric field and magnetic field. A changing electric field produces a changing magnetic field and vice versa. Vice versa, nothing but a changing magnetic field produces a changing electric field, which give rise to a transverse wave, so known as electromagnetic wave. For an electromagnetic wave, here these are E bar and B bar are always perpendicular. So E bar cross B bar is along Z axis. So E bar is equal to Ex I cap, that is equals to E naught sine of kz minus omega t I cap. Next B bar is representing as By j cap, that is equals to B naught sine of kz minus omega t j cap. The time varying electric and magnetic fields are mutually perpendicular to each other and also perpendicular to the direction of propagation of this wave. So the electric vector is responsible for the optical effects of an electromagnetic wave and is called the light vector. So this is a light vector. Next, see this picture. The propagation of direction is perpendicular to the both E bar and B bar and is given by the right hand rule. This is the right hand rule. Here we are telling that these E bar and B bar are perpendicular. The propagation direction is perpendicular to E bar and B bar is given by the right hand rule too. Next, now we'll discuss history of EM waves. Who was the first to detect EM waves? Maxwell was the first to predict the EM wave. So who predicted? Maxwell. Maxwell was the first to predict the EM wave. Hertz produced and detected electromagnetic waves experimentally at wavelengths of 6 meters. Source of EM waves is accelerated charges with radiate energy in the form of EM waves. So accelerating charge produces oscillating electric and magnetic fields which regenerate each other and propagate through space as waves called EM waves, electromagnetic waves. An electric charge oscillating harmonically with frequency nu produces electromagnetic waves of same frequency nu. Next, Maxwell predicted electromagnetic waves theoretically. Hertz produced and detected EM waves experimentally at wavelength of about 6 meters. Theoretically, Maxwell was predicted and experimentally Hertz produced and detected the EM waves. J.C. Bose produced EM waves of wavelength in the range of 5 mm to 25 mm. Marconi discovered that if one of the terminals is connected to an antenna and other terminal is earthed, EM waves could radiate up to several kilometers, from which wireless communication was first established. Next, What are the properties of EM waves? Let us discuss properties of EM waves. First we will discuss speed. In free space, its speed is, that is, c is equals to 1 by root of mu naught into epsilon naught, that is equals to E naught by B naught, that is equals to 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meters per second, where mu naught is absolute permeability, epsilon naught is absolute permittivity, E naught and B naught are amplitudes of electric field and magnetic field vectors. So in a medium, C is equals to 1 by root mu epsilon. In free space, C is equals to 1 by square root of mu naught into epsilon naught. In a medium, C is equals to 1 by root of mu epsilon. Now I will discuss energy. The energy in EM waves is divided equally between electric and magnetic fields. Energy density of electric field, that is, now we will discuss what is the energy density of a magnetic field. U is equals to 1 by 2 epsilon naught E square. So energy density of magnetic field UB is equals to B square by 2 mu naught. So it is found that U is equals to UB. Energy density of electric field is equals to energy density of magnetic field. Also UAB is equals to UE plus UB, that is equals to 2UE, that is equals to 2UB. That is equals to epsilon A square, that is equals to B square by mu naught. Next. What is the intensity of electromagnetic waves? Now discuss intensity. Letter I. The energy crossing per unit area per unit time perpendicular to the direction of propagation of EM wave is called its intensity. The energy crossing per unit area per unit time perpendicular to the direction of propagation of EM wave is called intensity. So that is A is equals to U average C is equals to 1 by 2 epsilon E square C, that is equals to B square C by 2 mu naught. Next, the intensity of the electromagnetic radiation from an isotropic point source at a distance R is, that is, I is equals to P by 4 pi R square. So this is the intensity of electromagnetic radiation from an isotropic point source at a distance R. So that is I is equals to P by 4 pi R square. P is the power of the source. Next, generation of EM waves. See here, electric field propagates away from antenna. An EM wave, that is radio wave, can be generated by using an AC voltage source connected to two wires. See the pictures. So the two wires act as an antenna. As the voltage of the AC source oscillates, the electric potential of the two wires also oscillate. Electric charges are also flowing into and off the wires as the voltage alternates. Next, the electric field continues to oscillate in size and direction. The wave propagates away from the antenna. The charges are accelerated. The charges undergo simple harmonic motion with a given frequency, which is also called the frequency of the AC voltage source and the frequency of the wave. See this picture. Next, a simple LC oscillator and energy source can produce waves of desired frequency. So frequency of oscillating discharge of LC circuit, that is equal to frequency of EM waves, that is 1 by 2 pi root LC. Now let us see the nature of the electromagnetic waves. Now I will discuss nature of EM waves. The EM waves are transverse in nature. They do not require any material medium for their propagation. Next, the Poynting vector S bar is equals to E bar cross H bar, that is equals to E bar cross B bar by mu naught, represents the direction of energy flow per unit area per second along the direction of wave propagation. So its unit is watt meter to the power of minus 2. The medium offers opposition to the propagation of the wave. So such a hindrance is called wave impedance Z, and its value in a medium is given by Z is equals to E by H, that is equals to square root of mu by epsilon, that is equals to square root of mu r by epsilon r into root of mu naught by epsilon naught. E is equals to Cb. So mu is equals to mu r mu naught, and epsilon is equals to epsilon r and epsilon naught. Mu is equals to mu r into mu naught. Epsilon is equals to epsilon r into epsilon naught, where mu r is the relative permeability and epsilon r is the relative permittivity of the medium. Now discuss MCQs. The speed of EM waves travelling through vacuum is 3 × 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. Speed of light, both A and B, none of these. So the speed of EM waves travelling through vacuum is 3, both A and B. 3 × 10 to the power of 8 meter per second, speed of light. So the answer is both A and B. The medium offers opposition of the propagation of wave. Such a hindrance is called wave intensity, electromagnetic wave, wave impedance, none of these. The medium offers opposition to the propagation of wave. Such hindrance is called wave impedance. Okay. The energy crossing per unit area per unit time is dash to the direction of propagation of EM wave is called intensity. Parallel, perpendicular, equal, none of these. So the energy crossing per unit area per unit time is perpendicular to the direction of propagation of EM wave is called intensity. So the answer is perpendicular. Next, properties of EM waves. Let us discuss. What are the properties of electromagnetic waves? Properties of EM waves. Now discuss momentum. Electromagnetic waves also carries momentum. If a proton of EM wave of energy U propagates the speed c, then linear momentum is equals to energy by speed. When the incident EM wave is completely absorbed by a surface, it delivers energy and momentum to the surface. When a wave of energy U is totally reflected from the surface, the momentum delivered to surface is 2U by C. Now discuss radiation pressure PR. It is the momentum important per second per unit area on which the light falls. So the radiation pressure is the momentum imparted per second per unit area on which light falls. So for a perfectly reflecting surface, PR is equals to 2S by C, where S is the Poynting vector and C is the speed of light. For a perfectly absorbing surface, PA is equals to S by C. The radiation pressure is real, that is why tails of comet points away from the sun. Next, when electromagnetic waves incident on surface and the total energy transferred to surface in time t is u, then the magnitude of momentum delivered to surface is P is equals to u by c. Complete absorption. where c is the velocity of light. When the sun shines on the hands of a person, he feels the absorption of electromagnetic waves. Next, when the radiation incident on a surface is entirely reflected back along its original path, the magnitude of the momentum delivered to surface is P is equals to 2u by c, where c is the velocity of light. When radiation incident on surface, the pressure exerted on surface by the electromagnetic wave is equals to the radiation pressure PR. So, I is equals to Pc by At. So, I by C is equals to P by Ta, that is equals to F by A, that is equals to PR. We are nothing but radiation pressure. So, PR is equals to 1 by C. So, PR is equals to this can be written as 2I by C. So, total reflection is back along the incident path. Next, radiation pressure in terms of E and B. PR is equals to I by C, that is equals to E naught B naught by 2 mu naught into C, E naught square by 2 mu naught C square, that is equals to B naught square by 2 mu naught, that is equals to E RMS into B RMS by mu naught into C. So, electromagnetic waves obey the principle of superposition. The electric vector of an electromagnetic field is responsible for all optical effects. For this reason, electric vector is also called a light vector. Now discuss MCQs. Electromagnetic waves obey the principle of superposition, conservation of momentum, both A and B, none of these. So, electromagnetic waves obey the principle of superposition. Okay. When electromagnetic waves strike a surface, a pressure is exerted on the surface is called low pressure, high pressure, radiation pressure, none of these. When electromagnetic waves strike a surface, a pressure is exerted on the surface is called radiation pressure. Okay. Thanks for watching this video.